It is ability to manage emotions of self and others. Okay. So emotional intelligence is a term which was coined in 1964 by Michael Baldock. Okay. And before that, people were actually focusing a lot upon IQ only. So this was the term. But there were a lot of criticisms happened, but the term got itself popular when Daniel Goleman wrote a book in 1995 on emotional intelligence. And then there was a criticist who was saying that there was no test which can measure emotional intelligence. So after that, there are a lot of companies which have come with a test also, MSCEIT. There is a test, you can Google it out and you can check your emotional intelligence score also. Okay. So based upon that, and then there are three possible models which came for emotional intelligence. So one was the ability model which was given by the Salovey and Mayer, and then came the mixed model which was given by Daniel Goleman in 1995, and then came the trait model. But the most popular one is the mixed model by the Daniel Goleman. Okay. So where he talks about he divided the emotional intelligence into 5 parts. One is self-awareness, one is self-regulation, one is motivation, one is empathy, and one is how to manage others. So being aware about us, okay, and how to manage or regulate our mood, and how to manage others. Okay. So we'll be covering around 3 parts here. So self-awareness very well explained by Anup also. So understanding your emotions particularly. So I'll give you a couple of scenarios in that way. Why emotional intelligence is very much important for your children. What if a situation is there where the child is very much frustrated and he would be able to communicate to his parents that I am frustrated. What if a situation is there where the child is, if you are pushing your child too much and he would be able to understand that the parents care for me, so that's why they are pushing me hard for some situation. What if the child can come to you and he or she can ask you that I need help on this? It's a good situation. What if the child is yelling at somebody, okay, and he can understand the possible outcomes of it immediately? That's a good situation. So emotional intelligence can bring all those things. But in our schools and colleges, we always tell the children to focus, focus and focus, but we never tell the children where to focus and how to focus. We never talk about it. So at that stage, don't you think emotional intelligence is very important? My niece, my sister-in-law's daughter, she's in 12th and she came to me, around 2 weeks back she came to me and she was telling me that 4 months back one of her friend, and she's in 10 plus 2, and she was kind of going into kind of a stage of depression at that stage, just because of his reason that her friend is not talking to her from last 4 months, her best of friends, because she is talking to some other guy. So this is a situation which is happening actually in our youth also, and very commonly. And in fact, so don't you think emotional intelligence can actually help those people to understand their emotions, one, to be aware about their emotions, one, and to be able to understand the degree of emotions, so that actually they can stop it there. This is the Robert Plutchik model. You can get it on Google also. Okay. So this means the person would be able to understand, is it an annoyance, is it an anger, or is it a rage? So this is the degree how it is growing. If the person can know the emotion at the annoyance level, so he can actually stop it here. If suppose at some road rages happened or anything with the child is happening, we are not liking and the child is not liking, if he or she would be able to know that I am going to face this situation, he can actually stop that at the first point. So that the emotion cannot give energy to the thought itself cannot give energy to the emotion. It cannot grow. Don't you think at the school levels, at the college level, we need to teach them? And then we would be able to understand. He or she would be able to understand. Because in the coming time, we cannot expect that they would be taking decisions on our basis. Like they can be choosing partners on them. They will be able to make the right decisions for them. right? And then self-regulation. So self-regulation, when we are aware about our emotion, so how actually Anup showed a very good technique in fact. So self-talk is one technique. So in our activities of emotional intelligence, self-talk is the one which we continue to follow in that. So we do a lot of self-talk. We made the children to do a lot of self-talk, and in many of the universities in abroad, in Yale University I was reading, and many of the schools there, emotional intelligence is a compulsory subject. So in the activities there is a lot of self-talk which is happening. Okay, and like you should know your triggers, what trigger you, and you should know the person who can trigger you. Like in my case, I could be able to know my wife is the only person who can trigger me. And I have told her also, because I love her so much, so that's why she can trigger me. Okay, and she knows the point. Whenever she will talk about my family, I got triggered. But now the situation is that out of 5 times, one time I got triggered. Okay, but at least you know your trigger points. And if you are triggered by the whole of the world, then it's a problem. Then you seriously need to do something about it. But write those people who can trigger you out, and write those situations who can actually trigger it out. We have got some beautiful examples in terms of Shruti, who actually, Dharohar was a amazing thing which you have done. Yourself coming out of depression. Nina was a fabulous example. Seema, how she showed, and even Dhananjay also. We have got amazing examples here who have actually regulated themselves only the situation. Coming out to writing those thoughts, I think it was a fabulous idea. We all can think of it, and we can all tell our children. Okay? So, the idea is to stop. So stop. Take a pause for 6 seconds. Take a breath. Okay, a long breath. Observe, what am I thinking? Is this emotion is of such worth that I should give time to it? What am I feeling in my body? Pull back. Okay. Put in some perspective. See the bigger picture of it. Possible consequences. What is my bigger goal? And practice. The most important thing, it will come with the practice. Like you have practiced for A, B, C, D in your life, and it took 3 years to make a sentence. So similarly in this case also, if you can regularly practice it, so actually this can come. Okay? And once you will be able to do it, then only you can tell your children to do it. So there is a very good example where a mother take her child to Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and she told him that my son is eating a lot of sugar, so can you tell him to not to eat sugar? So he tell him come next week. So when he goes to next week, then again he tell her that come next week. So again after 3 weeks, the Guru Nanak Dev Ji told him don't eat sugar. So the mother said, why don't you tell him for the first time? So he said that time I was eating sugar. Okay. So once you can do that, so that you can understand that, right? So managing others. Okay. So when managing others, then we will be able to understand our character. Okay. So antipathy. You have to take an example. Can I take your example, Dhananjay? So Dhananjay is one guy. So Dhananjay has a breakup with her girlfriend. And Dhananjay calls me in the evening. Okay. And I am best friend of Dhananjay. Dhananjay calls me in the evening. And Dhananjay called me कि मेरे breakup हो गया भाई. And I tell him कि भाई तेरे साथ तो होना ही ऐसा चाहिए था, तू deserve ही ये करता है. तू ऐसा बकवास आदमी है, तूने मेरी कोई बात नहीं मानी और तू ये deserve करता, तेरे साथ ऐसा ही होना चाहिए था. That is called antipathy. So in your situation you could be able to relate it. Okay. The next situation is where Dhananjay is calling me for the same thing and I am telling Dhananjay कि मेरे पास time नहीं है, एक काम करते कल सुबह बात करते. So that is called apathy. Okay. And when I am telling Dhananjay that बुरा हुआ तेरे साथ, कोई बात नहीं, दूसरी गर्लफ्रेंड देख ले, बट बुरा हुआ तेरे साथ. So that is called sympathy. And when I am telling Dhananjay कि यार 3 साल पहले जब मेरी गर्लफ्रेंड चली गई थी भाई, मैं बोतलों में डूब गया था, मैं समझ सकता हूँ तेरे साथ क्या प्रॉब्लम चल रही है. I am so sorry for it, यार Dhananjay. So that is called empathy. And let's bring the biggest emotional intelligent